Hello and welcome to the John and Mike Show. I'm John Spartan Wynn.
I'm Mike.
And we're going to be talking about Avi Arad and how he's a greedy, sucking bastard. I'm just kidding. He's probably a nice guy in real life.
So yeah, I guess you guys missed it over the weekend. Businessweek, they did a featured article on Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige. If you don't know who Kevin Feige is, he's the reason why we have the Avengers. He's the reason why we have this connected universe that's been coming out in the movie theaters. And, you know, basically they said he's the man that saved Marvel. And apparently Avi Arad doesn't see that.
He doesn't seem too enthused.
Yeah.
He read the Businessweek article, and as a guy that thinks that he's like the main guy that started everything, he decides to write to Businessweek.
Basically in the article he just says, like, you know, he's the reason why, you know, Marvel was saved. And to be honest, it's kind of true. Avi Arad, oddly enough, he's not even like a film producer. He was never a film producer prior. He wasn't even like a comic book editor or anything. He actually comes from Toy Biz. I don't know if you guys remember as a kid.
I remember Toy Biz.
Yeah, as a kid, you knew Toy Biz. Toy Biz made all the animated Spider-Man toys. They did the X-Men toys. They did a lot of toys in the 90s. This guy was a co-CEO or co-founder, and he actually became head of Marvel Studios in the beginning. And a lot of the movies that started out in the beginning were done between him and Kevin Feige. A lot of the early stuff. X-Men, X-Men 2, you know...
Spider-Man, Blade. Yeah. I actually enjoyed Blade. Blade was like one of the first like Marvel films out there being pushed out. Well, we don't count the first Punisher with Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, but the
Blade was the one that started it all, because after Blade, then they started doing X-Men, and then after that, and then they pushed for Spider-Man. So, Avi... I'll give him credit there, like he started the ball rolling. And even like with the Businessweek letter that he sent, he talks about how he's the main guy that helped bring Iron Man to like the big screen. So we'll give him that. But making movies, like actually trying to like pitch in and be a part of it, he should stay out of it, because he is the main guy responsible for bringing us Venom in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And have you seen Amazing Spider-Man 2? I know some of you guys out there might love it, but it's like mixed reactions with a lot of people, and for me personally, I thought the movie was okay.
Yeah, I wasn't too big on it. I'm not too big on this new franchise at all. And like judging from actually some of his interviews, he didn't say like he's trying to do almost as Amazing Spider-Man every year now. Yeah. And he's trying to do basically what Marvel's doing, but with just exclusively Spider-Man. And he says and he even said that he wouldn't give up the rights, right? He said as long as there's a story to tell for Spider-Man, they'll continue to make movies.
And right now, when you think about it, these Spider-Man 2 made like around 90 million, I think, around that. I'm just estimating here. But Captain America, Winter Soldier, a character that you would not even think would rival Spider-Man in terms of popularity, that movie made more opening weekend than Spider-Man 2 did.
Yeah.
And that's saying something. Like Marvel Studios right now, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because he did help usher in that first era of the Marvel movies. He got to do, you know, but then he's the reason for we have, you know, the Tim Story Fantastic Four movies. Yeah, but then you start noticing, like, if you start looking like on IMDb or like, you know, Wikipedia or whatever, and you start seeing like the producing credits, you'll notice that he didn't have any involvement in First Class. He has no involvement in Days of Future Past, and he obviously has no involvement in any of the new Marvel stuff. Like the only credit he has for the, you know, Marvel Studios, you know, collective universe is Iron Man. Without that, he's no longer part of it. Like that was the one movie he was a part of, and that's it. So I don't know. I think we have to give it to Kevin Feige.
Yeah, Kevin Feige, like, even though he didn't get the ball rolling like how Avi did, he still knows how to like just plan things and just create a world that everybody can enjoy, because the track record for Marvel Studios is pretty good right now, especially with the recent Winter Soldier and upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm hoping that's going to be good.
Yeah, so I mean, I have to say that, you know, Businessweek had it right. I think you know, we do owe a big thanks to Kevin Feige, and, you know, a big fuck you to Avi Arad.
Well, not a big fuck you, but not as embracing of the guy as he wanted us to embrace him as.
Yeah, he wanted us to just, like, you know, put him on our shoulders and carry him down the street. No, I think he's the problem. I think he's the problem with the Amazing Spider-Man, or the previous Spider-Man. Like, even with number 3, you know, Sam Raimi said that, you know, he didn't want to include Venom in it, but, you know, they kind of forced him into doing it just because, you know, they knew the character could bring in money. And I think that's what's happening with, you know, Amazing Spider-Man series. It just seems like they're stacking on all this stuff, and it's just like, it's just getting convoluted. Like, they can't just tell one story or 2 stories, they gotta tell like 5. And they're going to try to tell 5 in the span of like 2 hours, and it just can't, you know, it doesn't work. And it's rushed. It's not as good as the first one, but I guess that's, you know, up for debate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess our closing statement, like, Marvel properties can be, they can be in better hands, just not in Avi's hands. And maybe Avi should just be there at the very beginning to just push things forward, but just stay out of it. That's it.
So what do you guys think? Do you think Avi Arad deserves the credit as the man that saved Marvel? Or do you think that Kevin Feige is the guy that we should all be praising? Let us know in your comments. If you liked the video, click that like button. This will be somewhere down here. Subscribe. I think, what is the subscribe? Is subscribe up here?
Subscribe is, it could be here, maybe, yeah, or down there. Yeah.
Click the subscribe button. Watch our other videos. And stay tuned. We got more stuff coming for you.
Peace.